That's pretty
That's
funny.
an Alec right there.
Chickpeas. See, I was thinking.
I'm not a fan of
peas,
chickpeas.
right?
Not a fan of chickpeas.
Yeah, chickpeas are just okay. Evan says, "Yo, I know what garbanzo beans are because of Zaboomafoo." Shout out to Zaboomafoo.
Wait, what is that
Yeah,
again?
shout out to Zaboomafoo.
That's the lemur kids television show.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You know, where, like the lemur talks and is like it goes on adventures with the two explorers.
I think Evan's Twitch name used to be Zaboomafoo 2 or something.
To be honest, that's a pretty good one.
So here's one I'd forgotten about until I was looking through Disney Plus, which is Out of the Box. Did y'all watch Out of the Box as a kid?
Never heard
No.
of it.
Out of the Box.
Oh yeah, yo!
Out
As
of
soon
the
as you
box.
started that, I remembered
No,
it.
I
Take
don't remember that.
one box.
This is an old one.
Put it in another.
Okay, so garbanzo beans are chickpeas.
Oh, what?
Roasted their flakes.
Did you guys ever watch Roly Poly Oly?
Yes, absolutely.
That
A
show
little bit.
slap.
You think so?
I
was
love
too old when I saw it.
There's also that one show where it was JoJo's Circus. You ever seen that? That came on right before Roly Poly Oly. That show was awesome.
Buddha Bam says he can't eat any beans alone. They must be combined with something else, like in the chili or in a burrito.
Okay, dude, so I've never really so this is my sweet shit coming in again. I've never been a big chili fan until there was a chili cook-off at work.
All right, I'll
And I was
excited.
excited to try all these chilies. And all of them were just chili, man. There's nothing special about this. Until one dude made sweet chili, sweet spicy chili, and it was freaking amazing. And I was like, I know how unhealthy this is.
Yeah.
So
It's just sugar, but also chili.
100%.
Yeah.
It was mostly sprout sugar is what it is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's so good though.
I like chili. Chili's pretty good.
I wish I liked it a little bit more. I wish I liked super, every food I don't like about. I wish I liked this more. I wouldn't call myself a picky eater, but there's just some things I don't like as much, or I would. But I'll eat anything if you give me a chance to try it. Seriously, anything. Yeah. And in fact, there's actually one thing I like, which is I guess you could call them chitlins. But at a Chinese restaurant I would go to, they're not called Africa, what they're called. But basically, they are cow intestine. Yeah. And it is actually delicious.
My grandpa actually likes chitlins pretty good, and he always laughs when people think they're disgusting.
Yeah.
So
the only thing is that you can kind of taste a weird flavor a little bit. Sometimes you're like, ooh, I think I just ate intestine.
Yeah.
It's oh no.
When I was in Japan, same thing as you, where you're talking about I'll try everything once sort of thing, right? I was at a festival, and my host mom was like, "Oh, try this." And she was just like, my host mom and my host dad were just handing me things ad nauseum, just constantly at the festival. Yeah. And at some point she just goes, "Oh, try this," and it was meat on a stick, and so I took it and I ate it. And she starts laughing. She goes, "What do you think?" And I went, "Oh, it's pretty good." And she goes, "Ah," and she says in English, "That's pig guts."
Nice.
And I went, "Whoa."
I said, "Oh, that's what I eat when I eat hot dogs."
Yeah, basically.
So what was the best thing you tried to figure then?
I really like frog legs.
I've never really gotten to try it. I've tried alligator, which is good.
Frog legs legitimately taste like chicken. My family used to say that as a joke. They'd be
it's just a thing they actually just do.
Yeah, if you ever say something about frog legs around my family, they will, no joke, literally 100% chance say,
"Well, that's weird."
Tastes like chicken. My family's.
Yeah.
Is chat saying anything interesting about food?
Buddha Bam says that well-made chili is effing amazing. Let me tell you what, well-made chili, and then you put any chip into it,
and
chips
that is kill it.
Or
put some Tostitos, and you're like, I'm good.
It makes it so much better.
Or Zestas.
Yeah, and that's not I just like chili, because I actually like chili a pretty good amount. That's just it goes to a good food.
Well, when you dip it in, it kind of makes the chip just a little bit less crunchy.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
But you can taste all the salt from the chip or whatever.
Yes.
Why does that happen? Why does that work like that?
Salt is life, man. You put salt on something, and that's it. It's thank you, sodium, for existing.
Advice to everybody, because I talked to somebody about this recently, and this was something that happens all the time in Japan. But people don't do as much here when they're making it. When you make rice, definitely make your rice using salt. Use plenty of salt.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It makes your rice way better,
salt, baby.
Yeah,
butter and salt makes everything better.
I'm a huge fan of.
Got him. That was great, actually. That was actually fantastic. By the Cringe King.
Yes, that was pretty cool, I guess.
I'm going to say I'm not the biggest fan of using a bunch of butter with rice. I would use it extremely sparingly, but salt, you can go wild. The more the rice.
So you like country ham, right?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Country ham can get me a little bit sometimes with how much salt it has on it.
Yeah.
Anybody here know what fatback is?
Yeah.
Yes.
So fatback is
good.
one of the
I
only
like
times where I went maybe too salty and then kept eating it.
Okay.
And then the second time I had it, I said, yes, this is
Before we
good.
explain this, I want everybody in the chat to let me know whether or not they know what fatback is.
Well, yeah, I mean,
And
we're in North Carolina.
If you don't know what it is, try to think about what you think it is.
Right.
And post about it, but don't look it up. Don't look it up.
We'll
Don't
explain
look
it
it
in just a second.
I like fatback.
I like fatback too.
Yeah, fatback is a classic. Like if your family's born and raised in North Carolina,
Yeah,
your
you've
whole
had it, you've
family,
had it.
yeah, you know what it is and you've had it. And that sort of stuff. You will never find it at a restaurant. You will never.
No, you can do that. Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue. They have.
Oh,
when I was
really?
there,
Really?
they had whole. I don't know if they do anymore, but like a big plastic bag.
up?
Robert is here. Why, Robert? He says he's 5 minutes away. Have you been enjoying a conversation, Robert?
Did you play round 1 yet?
So Bruce says he doesn't know. Wow. Buddha Man says he has no clue.
Really?
And
What?
Keldio says he has no idea.
know what fatback
We got
is, Robert?
only no ideas. Okay,
What?
so guys, without looking it up, what do you think fatback is? What do you think fatback is?
Really good.
It's one of those things like, wow, this is good. I can
haven't
feel
had it in
myself dying.
years.
I
I
can
it's
feel
like a
myself
repressed
dying
memory.
as I eat this.
Yeah.
Fatback in general just sounds delicious.
It is.
100%.
But it's like one of those things where it's like, when I first had it, I was like, do I like this?
Yeah, that's how it was,
Do I like
too.
this? And then I kept eating it, as
Yeah.
he said. It's like, yeah, I like it.
So Bruce responds with a pig. Buddha Bam responds with cooked back fat. And Buddha Bam, you're not entirely wrong.
What did he say?
Yeah, he said cooked back fat.
Yeah.
So it's fat. From which animal actually is it?
It's a pig.
It's a pig. Okay, I thought it
yeah,
was a pig. Okay, I just wanted to be sure. Yeah. So it is actually just cooked pig fat that is salted to the nines.
Like when he says
is
to the nines, I mean
so salty.
Like, you think country ham is salty?
It is.
No.
So
That
salty.
bag is like, I am the
Like, you eat 3 pieces and you're like, am I gonna die?
Yeah.
Like,
Seriously is like that. It's not like.
But it's so good.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah, that's the name fat. Can't be
I've
good
only
for
ever
it.
had it like 3 times, and it was at like a church gathering.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see like church
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. How many viewers do we have? I really wish we had some out-of-state viewers. Gosh,
to hear about this?
Yeah.
Let me move
Do you want
to?
Do you want a mic or anything?
Oh yeah, we've been talking really loud.
Awesome.
So yeah, now you guys know what fatback is. I'm gonna throw a curveball at you guys. All right? You guys know what stricoline is?
No.
I've heard the name.
So Tyler also says, what? Stricoline. So stricoline is fatback, but here's the thing.
More
It's-
salty?
No, it's fatback, but with a streak of lean meat. Stricoline. Do you see how that name works?
Yeah.
It's like ultra country. This is like my, grandpa who's grew up like super southern relatives and that sort of stuff.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay, am I like too loud or am I fine?
You're a little loud, but not too
Okay.
bad.
You sound fine to me.
Okay, we're gonna do this. Yeah, you might be quiet now. Which
Yeah.
one are you? Are you 4?
I'm 4.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just adjust you.
Sounds good.
Yep, you're good.
So that's what stricoline is, and that's just like
Now I want to try that.
It's so
Is it
like
good?
so explain what the texture is to the people.
of. Well,
I love those
fatback?
textures.
Yeah.
It's been so long since
It's like the hard, it's like almost curly, right?
Right.
Yeah, no, it's
yeah.
curly.
And you can like it's
Right.
like there's
it's not
part you can
crunchy, but
well,
at the same time,
it
it's
kind of
like,
is real
it's-
hard. But
it's
there's
kinda
like
hard to
there's,
eat, to
There's
be
part
honest.
of it that's like you bite off and it like melts.
Oh, you can't hear you anymore.
Like it melts in like a weird way in your mouth. Like, oh, that was
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just fat, right?
Yeah,
Of
it's
course
just
it's going to
fat.
But there's like a really hard part where you go, oh, my teeth, like that.
It's like those pork
Yeah.
crackling, right? Like, like the...
It's like think of like if you guys have ever eaten like pig skins, just like with fat.
Yeah, no, I'm like, like the pork rinds. You know how they have...
Pork
rinds
They
is
have
so
like
good.
the
I've
like
never
extra
liked pork
crunchy
rinds.
pork rinds.
Yeah.
No,
What's
like
that?
the extra crunchy ones, like
Yeah.
the cracklins.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
That's
are
what I
some of those,
imagine.
I've never. Do people like sell those like individual like specifically the kind that are like super crunchy?
They have them at gas stations sometimes.
Gas station. Because I feel like I've only ever had like the super crunchy ones where they're like randomly in the bag or something.
Oh yeah.
Guess it's fat back.
Okay, so Buddha Bam
Station
asked Jacob,
fat
how much
pack.
sushi did you eat in Japan? I ate a pretty good amount, and here's the thing. So, like, a lot of people don't know this, but American sushi, of course, much different. And that's not going to be a big surprise. But the way in which it's different is, when you go to American sushi restaurants and they, like, have a bunch of stuff on them, like, I don't know, avocado and all sorts of
It's like a
vegetables
real
inside,
delicacy.
Yeah.
and that sort of stuff. It's like, in Japan, it's like... it's ultra simple.
Yeah, it's super
just-
simple.
Yeah,
It's more like a
Really like a
typical-
piece of
it's
rice
more
and
like how
some fish.
American have
Yeah,
like
yeah.
sashimi, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's just the rice and fish essentially. Or if for my personal favorite, the Eel. Sorry.
I love
Eel is really good.
I love
Yeah,
eel.
that's
Every
one of
time
the-
I say that to my parents, they flip out.
Oh, it's
just
unbelievable.
really good.
Seriously, if you guys go to a sushi restaurant and you see something that's like normal priced,
Yeah,
and
it has eel on it.
yeah, just freaking eat it, man.
It's so
good.
good.
The only time that I didn't like it was I had a what's it called? Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's basically like if you ever eat like a beef bowl or something like that. Imagine that, but you take out all the beef and you just put on like eel, and it was so much.
yeah.
It was so much eel that it was too much.
What?
Yeah.
But otherwise, it was really good.
The only thing about eel is really weird when you cook it. It like still moves. Like even
Oh,
after
gosh.
it's dead, it just moves. Yeah. I'm not a seafood person in general, so this
Cringe.
conversation.
I
Cringe.
love
Cringe.
seafood.
Cringe.
I love seafood.
I love seafood.
Let me tell you about.
Yeah, like some like salmon and stuff, like whatever, but like
That's like really
fish
basic
is like
stuff, like-
all right.
yeah.
But like other stuff.
I love octopus.
Let me.
Oh, same.
Octopus is
So
kinda cool.
You ever had
good.
takoyaki before?
No.
That's good.
So I
had
made
tried squid once.
takoyaki.
That was really
Yeah, I've also
Yeah.
made takoyaki
Dried
before.
squid's actually pretty good.
good. Dried squid is bomb. Like
The squid's not my favorite.
I
Squid
haven't
was
had much
my
squid.
host mom's favorite. She was just like, I love squid, and so I would just give her like some of my squid, you know, and she'd
Yeah.
give me her eel, and I was like, this is perfect. But I'll tell you one thing. This is not a Japanese related one, but for my like high school graduation, so my dad has his pilot's license, and he has co-owned a plane with somebody for a long time. So he was like, you know, whenever one of us graduated high school, he'd be like, all right, let's fly somewhere that you want to within reason, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so we flew up.
Japan.
Yeah, let's go to Japan. We flew up the East Coast, and we made a couple stops along the way, like New York and stuff like that. But where we ended up, the last stop was Maine. We went to like literally like the middle of nowhere, Maine, Bethel, Maine. If you want to look that up, it's like 2 miles wide.
That's
No.
so awesome.
And we went to a pier by a lake, sort of thing. So it was like a small pier. It was so foggy that like you couldn't see to the end of the pier. And we sat down and we had lobster that they had just caught, literally
Oh
just
my
caught.
gosh.
And it's so funny because they serve you this lobster that's like better than, because it's just caught and it's like this Maine lake and all this stuff. It's better than like lobster you get at almost any restaurant.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. But they serve it to you with a bag of Lay's chips and a Coke.
That is
because that's all
really
they
funny.
have. Yeah. That's like, this is awesome. And that's one of the best
Great.
seafood I've
I
ever
love
had.
that.
So I actually don't know what lobster tastes like because I'm not sure if I've ever had it, to be honest.
Lobster's good.
I really want to try it.
Lobster's good.
So Budabam asks, are there any good sushi restaurants in/near Raleigh? And the short answer is yes, and I'm going to give you the longer answer in just a pretty short way still, which is American sushi. You got a bunch of options. You got
Yeah.
like Sushi 9 and Yoho, Asian Bistro, and all sorts of stuff like that. Sushi 9 is
And those are all solid, like
Yeah,
just
they're-
legitimately.
It's hard
Yeah.
to find like really bad sushi.
Right.
Because it's so like at its core, it's so simple and hard
Right.
to mess up. So
Yeah.
it's like
it's just great.
yeah, it's just like a general thing that's like pretty
And
easy to make.
I don't want to knock American sushi by saying it's different than Japanese sushi.
Yeah,
it's
it's
legitimately
just
just
different.
different.
It's just different.
This is not one of those,
It just like
Americans
complexes
fried
it a lot.
Yeah.
Like it just adds a lot of different things.
Right. And then there's one conveyor belt sushi now in Durham.
I really want rock and roll sushi.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
I really want to go to that.
Yeah, it's called Rock and Roll Sushi in Durham.
That sounds cool.
Conveyor belt sushi is what I had while I was in Japan, and it is just awesome. It's awesome. It's like quote unquote like for Japanese people, it's like the cheap version of sushi.
Yeah.
So it's not like nice, but it's still just pretty good.
It seems very comfy. Oh,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
somebody put like a GoPro in like a conveyor belt,
Yeah.
and you
Oh
just
my
saw like all the
gosh.
conversations and
That's
stuff.
so cool.
It looked it was
What?
really it was a really cool video.
Oh, we got our quota in at the game.
Yeah, there we go. The end half of that
Just
sushi
spot
thing, though, is if you look up sushi tsune, so tsune is spelled with a T, so it's sushi and then Tsune. That is in Raleigh, super close to state, and it's
Oh,
a
really?
very authentic
Where is that
Japanese
at?
restaurant. If you know where the Arby's is, it's right next to the Arby's.
What?
Yeah.
Why don't we go sometime?
We should go there. It's one of those Japanese restaurants that's open like for lunch. And
oh,
then
that was
closes
a
in
that
the
was a
end.
3-0. Oh.
Oh shoot, I didn't do the points out.
Oh, our
Like,
commentator
it
is
was nice
leaving
talking.
us. Well, don't worry, we'll continue talking through the set.
Anyway, so yeah, go to Sushi Tsune. They have both sushi, which I actually haven't had there, but I know that they do have some pretty authentic stuff because there's real Japanese people there and also really good Japanese.
Bye.